What's up, guys? You're listening to 101.5 UMFM. It's your girl, Ashley. We're back again, and it's The Plug Canada on this... we always talk about the weather, to be honest. We always talk about the weather, but that's just Winnipeg for you. We hope you guys are doing great. It's been an amazing week. We hope you guys have had, a good week so far. And if you haven't, next week is a great start to... another week, so make the best of it as well. But we have something so exciting for you guys today. Why is everyone so quiet? It's like, what the heck? Why is everyone so quiet? Wally, how are you? How are you doing today?
I'm very well. I'm okay. Recovering from an operation.
And how's your week been?
Well.
You mentioned
okay. Yeah, but it's been a decent week. Thankfully.
Decent?
Yeah.
We need to change that. So next week needs to be
much better.
Needs to be much better.
Yeah.
Elvis is in the studio as well today, but he's not going to be on air. He's just working behind the scenes, and we have our main man of the moment today. We hope you guys are excited for today's show, because we'll be interviewing a very, very, great artist here in Winnipeg, and we're going to be getting to know more about him and more about his music, his journey, and hopefully it's going to be inspirational for you guys who are listening as well. So we'll open the floor to you. Can you give us a little bit of a backstory to who you are as an individual and as an artist as well?
Yeah. What's good, guys? My name is Myazwe. I was born in Winnipeg, raised in Winnipeg, South Side. My family's originally from Zambia, and I started making music in 2012. I got my second album coming out in 2 weeks, which I'm really excited for. There's a lot more coming this year too, so
we're excited. We're excited to have you here. Thank you for
thank
being
you for
on the show.
Me.
What has that been like for you? Like the story, the journey so far. What has it been like?
Man, it's been crazy. It's like, because sometimes things will be going so good, and then there's other times where it's just like it feels like it's impossible and that you're never gonna get to that next level. But at the end of the day, I realize even the bad stuff I go through, it's all for a reason. I've learned a lot, even in the worst situations. So I mean, it's a crazy journey, but you just gotta embrace every moment, the bad and the good, really.
That's good. I like that you're super optimistic about this whole thing, because when people speak, they more or less speak on the downside.
Yeah.
You're coming from that. Even though you've been through this, you've been pushing. So you said this is you have your second album coming, right?
Yeah.
So are you preparing for that? Are you preparing for the second coming?
Man, it's been crazy this time, because this time I've been working really with a lot more people to put it all together, even with putting my release party together and all that. So it's been a lot more structure and stuff, I'd say, compared to last time, where it's just really
because you learn from your past mistakes, right? And you wanna make the next
exactly. So it's this time around, I got a manager I'm working with.
Oh, cool.
I got a full team. So I got a publicist, all this different stuff. So it's really a lot more work, definitely. Just working with more people and all that, because now it's not just my decision. It's this guy has to agree with it, he has to agree with it, but at the end of the day, it's all for the best of it.
So how do you deal with when your publicist says you got to do this, and you be like, nah, I want to do this? How do you go about sharing your time with different people and they contributing to what you say? How do you go about that?
Well, I feel honestly it's a lot easier for me, because I grew up playing sports and stuff, so I understand team dynamics and having to compromise sometimes. Sometimes you can't do as much as you want to, because you got to share that role with somebody else. I wanted to master the album myself, but my team was maybe we should get somebody else outside to do it. And it was I wanted to do it myself, but at the same time it was I know that getting a professional, somebody who this is all they do, that'll make it come out as good as it can be. So you got to trust other people sometimes to be able to do things that you think you can do as well.
That makes sense.
So let's take it back to the beginning now of your journey. How did you know music is something that you wanted to do? Because To be honest, like, I'm not even going to throw shots or anything, but we have a lot of aspiring upcoming, you know, rap. Everybody wants to rap. Everyone wants that quick way to secure the bag. Mm-hmm. But how did you know that this is something that you wanted to do as your, you know, career and as your future?
Well, man, I was just always around music growing up. And like I grew up singing in like church choir, like school choir. I played piano for a couple of years. My parents put me in like lessons, so I was just like always around music. I had cousins who rapped, and then when I was like 18, it was the end of high school. We started having like these rap battles at school, just like for fun, just to like diss each other, all that. And then throughout the summer, I just like kept writing after that, and I just found it as like an outlet, and it was something that was super fun. And then a lot of people just like, I didn't take it serious at all really, but a lot of people were just like, oh, like you got a dope voice, like your voice is really unique. And I always knew like as a rapper you have to have a very unique voice and all that. And I just like always, I felt I understood music too, to a point where it was like, if I study this for a certain amount of time and I just practice, like I can really make it happen. So I made like a 7-year plan. That was like, yeah, when I was 18. So I made a 7-year plan. I was like, I'm going to dedicate like this amount of time to studying this amount of time to studying this. And then at the end of all of it, I'll be like ready to like be a professional.
Because that's how you get to that point, right? You have to put in the work.
Yeah.
You have to learn new skills. You have to take in more knowledge. And I don't want to throw more shots, but a lot of these aspiring rappers just see the money side of things, and the fame and the girls and everything else that comes with it, and the chains, and they don't realize that, okay, to get to that point, you actually need to, you know, put in the work.
Takes a lot of work, and that's something I always tell people, because people always ask me like, oh, like what do I need to do to like, you know, like to like get to that next level. I'm like, just keep practicing, you know, keep practicing, study, you know, just like the way kids study in school, you know what I mean, to get through a degree. That's the way I looked at rap. It was like I was getting a degree and becoming a rapper, you know what I mean. That's what I really looked at it like.
That's cool, man. But so what you'd mentioned, you obviously right. What inspires, you know, your writing? How do you go about, like, how do you get inspiration for writing? Where exactly, you know, boosts you when you're, you know, when it's gloomy, say when it's winter? What inspires you? What inspires you?
Honestly, I think that's one of the dope parts about living in Winnipeg, though, because in wintertime, like, nobody goes outside.
Everyone
really
is just mellow.
So all I literally do is just everybody. I just stay inside, and it's like I just make music. You know, obviously at nighttime I might go out, you know, and stuff. But like during the day and stuff, there's nothing really to do. If I'm like not working or doing some stuff, then it's like, okay, I'm just making music, you know. And inspiration, it really comes from everything. Like, it could be a song I hear on the radio. It could be something I'm going through, a conversation I had with my friends, something one of my friends is going through, and I'll be like, yeah, I need to make a song about this. Like, I feel like a lot of people relate to this.
So some personal experiences.
Exactly. Yeah, it's all, I really make, especially this album is like, I feel my most personal. Like, I'm really talking about stuff that I haven't really said out loud to people like that, so...
Is there anyone you look up to in the industry?
There's definitely.
I like to do this. I like to play this game with artists that come on the show. Top 3.
Top 3 artists, period. I say that I just like look up to is just pure inspiration in the way they carry themselves as an artist, the way their vision is, all that. I'd say Drake, Taylor Swift. And probably Kanye West.
Interesting. Why Drake? Why Drake? Is
it Drake? Are you asking about Drake?
I'm a Canadian kid. You know what I mean? So, I grew up on Drake.
So, because he's Canadian, are you Canadian?
You guys click in that.
I feel like I relate to him on a different level. You know what I mean?
Okay, can we skip to number 2? Can we talk about number 2? Because Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Honestly, Taylor Swift's hard. Like,
I actually want to know, because this is the first time I'm hearing some.
And it's like, really because I remember back in 2013.
Okay.
I was working at the stadium, and she came here. She performed at the stadium, and because I was working, we got to watch the show for free. But after I watched that show, it made me realize like it's really levels to this artistry thing. Like not everybody can go out in front of 30,000 people and have the crowd like singing every song. You know what I mean? Back to back. She's singing, she's dancing, she's really keeping the attention of people.
Beyonce.
And yeah, I did see Beyonce and Jay-Z when they came here too. And that show was incredible. Actually, I'd have to say Beyonce too. Beyonce,
there we go. That's what I like to hear.
Beyonce too, because watching her perform, it's like she's singing, no background vocals, dancing, hitting every note, doing everything, even the way she just carries herself in the public. You know what I mean? And I feel it's like something that's respectable. And those are the type of artists. That's the type of artist I want to be looked at as. You know, somebody who's respectable, who people are like, he works hard for what he does. You know, he really cares about his art and really putting his vision out there.
That's brilliant.
And then you said Kanye as well. Kanye is like a problematic fave, honestly. He's one of my problematic faves.
He's so polarizing, but I feel like that's what makes him Kanye. You know what I mean? All the crazy stuff he does, and then you put his artistry into it as well. It's like he's like
his
a mad
body
scientist.
of work, I know.
Yeah, like Kanye is glorious, to be honest. Because like, you know, you could imagine what he did with Sunday service.
Sunday service is debatable though.
Yeah, like
he brought it to Coachella. That was crazy.
Yeah, like he took Sunday service from what it was to Coachella, and I think Coachella recorded about 30,000 people in the morning at 7
really?
That's 9 a.m. Yeah, really? Yeah, like, you know, it was crazy. It was so cool.
And I wanted to ask, the process of making your new album. What have you asked about? What have you found to be the most challenging thing?
So like, what have you found super challenging with the new album?
This was like so pretty much with this album, this was the most recording I ever did for an album, and we recorded like 150 songs.
Whoa!
So cutting the track,
150.
Yeah.
And how many tracks would make the album?
14.
Wow.
So yeah, think about all those songs. There's so many songs that I love that I had to be like it's not gonna be on, you know what I mean?
Less than 10%.
Yeah.
So what usually happens with, because I've always wondered what happens with songs like that. Do you just save it for a different album, or do you like just remake it, or
yeah, sometimes like some of them I'm thinking of dropping just as like their own singles, you know, like through the summertime, fall, winter. Some might be suited better for another album in the future, maybe. Some I might just perform at shows as like, oh, this is an unreleased song, you know. It's hard to tell because I'm still going to be making more songs, and then I might stop even liking those songs, you know, because I made more new songs.
Because I mean, you grow, you mature, you enter a season, and it's like a different era. So I've thought about like even selling songs to people though. Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
I know.
Just mean like you can have the song, just pay me for
some
it.
change.
You can take the lyrics, take whatever, you know. One thing that makes this album really special is like everybody who's on the album is from Winnipeg, so like all the producers are from here.
Oh, cool.
Even all the artists that are featured, even the ones coming from the States, they were born here.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Okay.
And then they moved to America when they were like kids. So it's like this is really a homegrown type album. So
like a homecoming.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
cool.
And before, with my last album though, I didn't have anybody like from the city on it. It was just me. I was the only person from the city on it. The producers I worked with though were like from LA, Dallas, New Jersey. So now it's really, I feel like this is a Winnipeg built album, you know.
Is it harder to work with people from other places compared to like
I think it is, just because we don't get that face-to-face contact, you know what I mean? So we can't really discuss ideas that intimately. Like I can't be in the studio sitting right beside him all the time like that. But like I do plan on traveling a lot more now, you know, now that my career is going up a little bit more, so that I can work actually in studio with different producers in different cities, you know. So
what's it like dealing with competition in Winnipeg?
Yeah, it's crazy because like obviously with rap you're really competitive and all that, but at the same time I feel like I'm just in my own lane. You know what I mean?
I love
feel
that.
I'm just doing my own thing. I feel I'm the first me, so I don't feel I'm really competing with anybody. Obviously, I want to do the most. You know, I want to do the most shows. I want to, you know, get the most awards, the most praise, the most everything. That's just natural, you know, competitiveness. But at the end of the day, I feel like I'm really just against myself and just trying to be better every day.
That's calm, man.
I love that.
Yeah.
See again, that
unbothered king.
Right.
That's how you should be.
I just mind my business.
Thank you.
You know, I just mind my business.
Just stay in your lane and try to better yourself, and you know, just mind your business. And I think that's what's really going to lead you on that road to success. Can't be honest with you. So doesn't bother anybody.
Yeah.
And
just do your thing, right?
Just do your thing.
Just do your thing. And yeah, that's really good.
Yeah. When it comes to sound itself, I know artists change and they evolve. You know. Is that something that you look forward to doing? Like, do you plan on changing your sound anytime soon? Evolving as an artist, or do you think you're gonna stick to, you know, the same type of music that you've been putting out over the past couple of years?
I mean, I feel like my music, when it comes to content, all that stuff, it's always gonna be, you know, about the same stuff. You know, about like the hustle, just grind. Real life stuff, you know, love, falling in love, falling out of love, you know, family situations with my friends. But as far as the sound and how I express myself, I feel that may change. You know, I may change that in little ways. I might rap a different way, you know, start rapping on different type of beats. But as far as the music and the message, I think that'll always be consistent. Yeah.
And what should we expect from you for the rest of 2019, going into next year? What can we look forward to, you know, hearing from you as Mr. You know what? You should actually just change your name to Mr. at this point, because it's perfect for you.
I might make that my next album title.
Yo, Mr. I need to get my cut. You know, like I really need to get my cut.
I might have to put her in my thank you letter.
Wow.
But
you know what? Just make a whole song about me. Like, why you're doing that? Just make a whole song about me.
Looking forward to what I'm looking forward to this year. More music videos. You know, collaborations, merchandise. Expect that. You know, we're gonna be dropping merch. We're gonna be doing a lot of dope stuff. You know, I really just want people to have content and like real tangible stuff that they can live with from me. You know? Yeah.
That's good. Whoa.
We are excited to see more from you. I love your mindset. You kind of remind me a bit of Nipsey. Yeah, like you have a similar mindset to him.
I look up to Nipsey,
I really looked up to him. Like I spent a lot of time watching his interviews after he died, and it's amazing to see, you know, someone embody so many things that I respect, and I think you're on a really good road as well. So keep up the good work.
I really appreciate that.
Please keep up the good work. Do you have haters? Do you actually have haters?
Yeah, it's funny. My Instagram DMs be looking funny sometimes.
Are you serious? What's one of the funniest DMs you've ever gotten? No.
I remember when Blue Lights hit like 100K earlier this year. Some dude like messaged me. He messaged me like a couple weeks before asking me to be on a song, but I just didn't respond because like I don't respond to DMs when people, especially if I don't know you. It's like, and you DM me and you're like, yo, let's do a song together. So like hit my email or something, but I didn't respond. And then it hit 100K and I was like super excited on my story and all that. And then he responded and he's like, you think because you hit 100K you're the shit now, blah blah blah.
Well, yes.
Oh, can I say that?
Yeah.
But he's like, yeah, you think you're all that now, blah, blah, blah. Oh, how many shows have you done? How many big artists have you opened up for? And I'm like, bro, I don't even know you. Like, why am I... Why do I need to explain myself to you? Like, why are you so mad too? That I'm happy about that, you know? So, I mean, that was kind of funny. I didn't know that people get mad like that.
What advice would you give to someone... or to another artist, you know, who's dealing with people that aren't very supportive and people that want to bring them down? Or just anyone out there, you know, dealing with the same the same thing.
You just got to know what you want and what your purpose is. Because I feel like when you really know what you want and what your purpose is, you won't let other people, sway you from what you're doing. Because this is what I'm supposed to do. This is who I am. So just know yourself.
Yeah. Thank you so much. It's been amazing. We hope you guys listening as well have enjoyed the show. Yeah. If you guys want Myazwe to be back on the plug,
Mr.
Myazwe. If you want him to be back on the plug again, you guys should go to his comments and spam his comments and tell him that you enjoyed the show today, and we'll definitely want to have him back on the show. Do you still want to do your freestyle? Sorry.
Just spell your Instagram handle. So
plug yourself.
At Myazwe. That's MYAZWE.
Calm.
Go follow me.
Calm. Before we know before the whole thing dies down, you're an artiste, right? You're a rapper. I'm gonna need you to drop some freestyle for us. If you're not asking for too much, so you see this is where we make it easy. You choose an instrumental, right? And then you'd drop something on it. Yeah. How about that?
Yeah.
So what instrumental do you want to
shoot? What
I'm going to have to type fast.
Yeah.
You guys should have told me this if I would have thought of one.
Sorry, we're putting you on the spot.
What's a classic? Some Jay-Z.
Drake.
Taylor, do you want some?
Okay.
Throw me anything. Kanye.
Actually, maybe stronger instrumental.
Yeah, put stronger.
Yeah, stronger instrumental. Sorry, that's power, right?
That's power.
Oh, sorry, power. I meant power.
Stronger is working.
Yeah, power instrumental. Yeah.
Do you want power or stronger?
Power.
Yeah, power. Okay.
I think power is like more.
Okay.
Let's
Are you
get
ready?
Yay!
Let's get it.
Okay, power. This is what we need, right? Okay.
Okay, feeling out of place is something that I've been accustomed to. It's weird when you ain't feeling folks, but they fuck with you. See you killing shit, so now they wanna run with you. Hit you every weekend, trying to hit the club, have fun with you. I've been thinking, where the hell did time go? All my days been filled with meetings and that MO miles flown. Love me in my city nowadays, cause how I've grown. Got a weakness for the baddest women whenever I'm thrown. Love them, I never could, but I do the one night thing. Really gotta put an end to these one night flings. Nightmares of having baby mamas, shit is frightening. Loose ends in my life, some more tightening. Keep it under wraps, never mention this shit nowhere else. Prize nowadays, they gon' use my ass for show and tell. Telling all the friends that she smashed, did it to myself. Reason I've been in with myself, give my health physically here, but my mind been all over the case. Holly up for when I showed it, yo, but remember the face. Nowadays it's Yaz, don't call me by no other name. All about my money, I could really do without the fame. Know the Southside wasn't is where my allegiance is. Inspired by the homies, we some Fort Richmond collegiate kids. That fame never ever needed it, but it's what comes with this long ago, agree with it. I ain't there yet, but I'm pretty damn close. Where I'm running through the city, feeling like I'm Rambo. Pull up on you with the
Yo, listen. That was crazy.
And I've got Myazwe, I've been paying attention to Myazwe, we've got Wale, we've got Ashley, we've got every beautiful people here, and basically what we're going to do right now, Ashley came up with a wonderful name. Honestly, I'm even shocked she's that creative.
It comes naturally, okay?
It's called Say It and Slap It. It's a new segment where we terrorize the guest or they terrorize us. So today
I'm getting terrorized.
Exactly. So today we've got Myazwe and we've got Wale. Yeah. Alright, so basically Myazwe is here to challenge Wale in this first ever episode. I'm really honored.
Say it and slap it.
This episode.
Because you can do
Say it and slap it.
I mean, why not?
Exactly. You know what drinks and everything, but you still have to keep the safe
energy.
And Wale is lightweight. So, anyway.
Man said I'm lightweight.
You exposed man for being a lightweight.
You know me so well, don't you? Yeah. You know me so well.
We got two shot Timmy over here.
I'm so sorry, man. But anyways, yeah. So Say It and Slap It. I'm gonna have hand the mic over to Ashley. She's gonna ask you guys the questions. If you fail it, yeah, like you fail, and I'll ask him. You got 5 seconds to name 3 black people in this room, and if he gets it, yeah, he slaps you. You understand?
Damn, that's tough.
See, we're not doing any baby slaps.
No baby slaps. We're on hardcore.
No baby
gym
No,
slaps.
like you can't do that. Listen, I'm not strong. I'm recovering.
Wally, this is taking me back. Remember that game we
Yeah. I'm recovering, you know.
There's no like he has to slap you, so there's no dodge.
I'm recovering, bro. I'm recovering.
You can't dodge it.
I'm recovering.
If you dodge it, he slaps you harder. You get me?
Yeah, I had an operation, so I'm recovering.
Like
Yo, bro, don't listen to them. I'm soft. I'm soft at art. I'm soft to mess
So
with.
you don't have to like speak to each other mentally. If you guys don't want hard slaps, I don't want to hear it.
I don't know.
I'm gonna have you guys know the rules of the game.
Yes, sir.
And then mic over to my beautiful woman here, Ashley. Don't gas her too much like that. But anyway,
Okay, just so you guys know, I don't know any of these questions.
Yeah,
so
it's calm.
It's not like, I'm cheating or anything.
It's
I'm
calm.
just
It's calm.
the
It's
host,
calm.
okay?
It's
Gotcha.
Okay.
Let's get it.
Who's taking the time? Who's keeping track? Okay.
This is tough, man.
Who are we asking? We're asking Myazwe, right?
I'll start off.
Okay.
Damn, so confident, bro.
Mr. Myazwe, in 5 seconds, name 3 continents.
Africa, Asia, Europe.
Okay.
oh, okay.
Wale, in 5 seconds, name 3 Canadian-born music artists.
Drake, Justin Bieber, and Tory Lanez.
Wow. Mr. Myazwe, in 5 seconds, name 3 writing tools.
Pen, pencil, marker.
Wait, chill, stop.
These questions are easy, man.
No, they're not easy, bro.
You know what? Okay, I'm not going to call your name, so you know when it's your turn.
Okay.
I'm not. That's taking too much time. In 5 seconds, name 3 provinces.
Manitoba, Ontario, and Newfoundland.
Ooh, that was close.
What am I taking?
Is it like, yo?
Okay. In 5 seconds, name 3 things you do when you wake up.
Brush your teeth, wash your face, 100 push-ups.
Oh, okay. Athletic. In 5 seconds, name 3 things you do in a bedroom.
Have sex, sleep, eat.
Wow.
Wow. Out of all the things he could have said.
I was going to say that. No worry. In 5 seconds, name 3 things you do in a club or concert.
Drink, dance, sing.
Oh, I was going to say. In 5 seconds, name 3 alcoholic drinks.
Oh, shoot. Vodka, whiskey, and mimosa.
You like
Mimosa.
Yo, mimosa's a mix?
Yeah.
That is a drink, though. That is a drink. Yeah, it's a drink.
I wanted hard
Alcoholic
liquor.
drink.
Hard liquor.
Yo, this is like the upseat right now. This is tough.
Is it tough? Is it hard?
Yeah, like,
Really?
yo, I'm about
I'm
to
just
think in
chilling,
5 seconds.
You guys warmed up. Ashley, you've got any?
In
No,
5
I'm
seconds,
doing this.
name 3 places you'd go to in Winnipeg.
The Forks, Prohibition, U of M, The Plug.
You got it.
Did he?
You got the last one before the one. He said U of M, then he said the plus, so that's 4.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, so that's good.
okay.
I'm just going to run with it now, okay? I'm
Wow.
freestyling my
Now you're freestyling.
Okay.
Warm up.
That was warm-up round. Let's get it, baby.
Hey,
Warm up version.
I'm ready. In 5 seconds, name 3 things you do in the summer.
Have sex, run parties,
No, you've
and go
lost.
shows.
You've lost. I mean 3 activities.
Yeah, like, yo, people have sex in broad daylight.
not a summer
Run to
activity.
shows. That's a summer activity.
Actually want you to get slapped.
Cancel.
It's not a summer
Guys.
activity.
No,
Oh my
I
God,
mean
too.
activities like playing football, going swimming, going
Ouch.
canoeing. In 5 seconds, name 3 degrees you can get at university.
A bachelor in finance, business administration, accountants.
Accountant.
Did he get it? Oh,
What is
so, hey,
in my
listen,
mind?
he didn't get it too.
Didn't get it, no.
Yeah, I haven't thought about a school degree in so long.
I got slapped on my... That don't count. Wow, I've been
Who's
cheated
doing the
on.
slapping?
No, just that because
So we both didn't get it.
No, someone
But I got slapped.
That
I
was
got-
a decent question.
Right?
That's a practice slap. That was just
Wow,
to see
yeah.
if
Can
you know-
I do a practice?
Okay,
one
okay.
now?
Well,
Nah,
yeah, right.
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you.
Actually,
Okay.
Yo, actually, man, take it
name the
easy.
capital of.
Do you want to ask one? Do you want to ask one?
I say name. I say that.
This is like inhumane, yeah.
In
You're
5 seconds.
inflicting
So
pain.
basically, in 5 seconds, right? Name. You don't know the person's answer, yeah.
Huh?
You don't know the person that's going to answer the question.
Come on.
In 5 seconds, name 2 cities in the United States that start with a K.
Kentucky.
Kentucky's not a city, that's a state. Got it.
I'm up from the States, so I wouldn't know.
In 5 seconds, name 3 artists whose name starts with the letter S.
Sia, Selena. Gomez.
Yo, that sound took me out. That sound took me out. Guys, I'm not trying to play this game anymore, man. I don't want my...
Is your blood pressure right?
Yeah, like, I'm done.
That one got me.
That one got you.
Yeah, man.
What do you guys think about the game, though?
That's a good game. That's a good game. I like that game. I like that game.
But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed our little segments. We have to let Mr. Myazwe go now. But it's been amazing. We've had such a great time.
So I'd like to thank you, Myazwe, for showing up, and this really means the most to me and Rêves and everybody entirely. So I'd like to say big ups to you.
And I had such an amazing time, honestly.
Loved every minute of it.
We'll be back next week, and stay tuned on all our social media platforms: Instagram, Twitter, The Plug _CA. Follow us, follow Elvis, Wally, Mr. Myazwe, Ashley. Thank you to everyone else in the studio right now and for all your hard work.
Temi,
we had such an amazing time.
You did an amazing job.
Thank you so much. Stay tuned for next week, and have an amazing weekend, guys. We love you, and we're out.